Hello everybody and welcome on board. I hope you're ready for a new lesson. Today we're going to talk about pirate flags and grammar. You certainly know this famous pirate flag. It is nicknamed Jolly Rogers, but there are different pirate flags, as you have already discovered in the text you've just studied. Oh, let me introduce Captain English.
Ahoy, me hearties! Have you completed the comprehension activities on this text?
Now, let's have a look at some grammar.
Observons ces phrases tirées du texte. There was an arm in the center with a dagger. There were two crossed swords. Et plus particulièrement, on va s'intéresser à ce qu'il y a au début de ces phrases, à savoir there was et there were. Ça te rappelle pas quelque chose? Ça ressemblerait pas à une structure qu'on connaît déjà? Mais si, évidemment, ça ressemble à there is et there are. Tu te souviens comment on utilise there is et there are? There is est suivi d'un groupe nominal au singulier, there are un groupe nominal au pluriel. Ah oui, mais ça, c'est seulement quand on parle au présent. Mais nous, dans notre séquence là, on parle au passé. On a besoin de savoir dire « il y avait ». Donc, il va falloir qu'on utilise du prétérit. Alors, ça tombe bien, be au prétérit, on connaît. There is va donc devenir there was, plus le groupe nominal au singulier. Et there are va devenir there were, plus groupe nominal au pluriel. Regarde par exemple dans cet exemple. There were many sailors on the ship, but there was only one captain. There were many sailors. On voit bien que sailors est au pluriel, alors que one captain, ça ne peut être qu'au singulier.
Ah, as easy as ABC.
Yes, Captain English, that's very easy. Now, let's talk about another pirate. Stede Bonnet. Stede Bonnet was a Barbadian pirate. That is, he was from an island in the Caribbean. That's where Rihanna was born. This pirate was sometimes called the gentleman pirate because he came from a rich family. Of course, just like the other pirates, he had his own flag. Let's read and decrypt Stede Bonnet's flag. Stede Bonnet's flag was black with a heart on the right and a skull in the middle. On the left of the skull there was a dagger. Under the skull there was a bone. So, what were the particularities of his flag? First, it was black. There was a heart. There was a skull. There was a dagger. And there was a bone. But how were these elements organized? Let's look for indications of localization. The heart was on the right. The skull was in the middle. The dagger was on the left of the skull. And the bone was under the skull. Now, let's try to draw Stede Bonnet's flag. Go to your workbook on page 45 and draw Stede Bonnet's flag with me. So, the flag was black. There was a heart on the right. Check. There was a skull in the middle. Check. And there was a dagger on the left of the skull. Check. And to finish, there was a bone under the skull. Good. Wow, fantastic. We have drawn Stede Bonnet's flag.
Well done, me hearties.
Voici 6 nouveaux drapeaux de célèbres pirates de l'âge d'or de la piraterie. Tu vas choisir un de ces drapeaux et en écrire une description détaillée. N'oublie pas d'utiliser l'expression « il y avait » que nous avons vu plus tôt dans la vidéo, ainsi qu'au moins 2 expressions de localisation. Pour faire ce travail, tu peux t'aider de la description du drapeau de Stede Bonnet que nous venons de voir, du vocabulaire que tu as travaillé dans la compréhension écrite et que tu peux retrouver dans ton workbook à la page 44, et de ton outil Describing a Picture.
Oh, heave ho! Don't disappoint the old sea dog, or you'll walk the plank.
Oh, attention, Captain English suggère de te passer par-dessus bord si tu ne fais pas le travail. Alors, au boulot, écris ta description et vite. Bye for now.